How's it going, guys? It might be a little late, but hey, go always watch the rewatch. Anyways, and yes, I prefer live more than actual making videos. I love editing though. Editing's fun. So this video is about you should come to Japan, right? If that's your dream, actually it doesn't matter what your dream is. Like, sorry, it's shaky. I try to be a little more stable. But if your dream is to honestly like come to Japan for I don't care whatever reason, you should just do it, even for like a trip. Like one of my buddies in college, he saved up for like a year or two, and he spent every single dollar he had coming here for like 6 months, and he said he enjoyed it. He said he felt like Japan is not a place where he wants to live, but he definitely enjoyed visiting, and I feel like that applies for anything in your life. So you should come, and you should check out if Japan fits for you, you know? I've been here for a long time, like 10 years now. This is a really long time. And I would honestly say that Japan kind of fits, but not really. I would say America fits for me better. That's just my idea. I can live in Japan. I know enough Japanese to survive by myself. But if I had a choice to live in the US or Japan, I would pick the US. But at the same time, you know, like, people always want to come here for various reasons, such as I hear, I want to be a manga artist or something like that. You should start doing the manga part before you come here. Or I want to be an engineer or something like that. Again, get the education before you come here. Or some people just want to date Japanese guys and girls. And again, you should probably, I don't know, there's Japanese girls and guys in America. You can meet quite a few of them on campus. You don't have to come to Japan to do that. Like, I met my wife in college, and we got married in the US, and then we came here. So all I'm saying is, like, if you want to come to Japan, you should come to Japan. How's it going, man? Sorry it's a little late. But yeah, if you want to come to Japan, you should come to Japan. To me, Japan is kind of like, I went to University of Washington over in Seattle. So yeah, and my wife at the time, she was going to community college, but she was at my grandma's house, and that's how we met. And then we started dating, and yeah, so, but while I was in college, I was studying Japanese. So of course, I met tons of Japanese people. So if you're like, one of your things is dating, like, you know, Japanese, or you love Japanese, maybe you love J-pop, I don't know, whatever your connection into Japan is, or the culture that makes you want to come here, I just encourage people to check it out no matter what people say. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a better life than America. Life depends on, you know, how much money you have, your status, all that. There's so many factors to it, so, which is kind of hard. You do not need a degree to define, I can't talk. You do not need a degree in Japan necessarily. However, they will favor you over people who do not have degrees. So if you speak Japanese very well, you're gonna do way better compared to you speak no Japanese and have no degree. So that's a major factor. Again though, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say life will be better in Japan. You have people, for example, Ryan Boundless, right? And then you got Give Me a Break Man, or even, you know, Unrested, whatever. All these people with different perspectives. They say Japan's wonderful, great, or they say Japan's terrible, and all Japanese are like robots and blah, blah, blah. These are two different perspectives, and I see both sides of it, you know what I mean? Japanese society is a very quiet, hardworking society. So, from what I've seen, I don't know if it's easy, but it's very possible. That's the thing. So, you know, of course, you know, everyone has their preferences. I met Japanese people that they literally told me they want to be white. So I didn't know what to say to that. I was like, look, for me, standing out anywhere I'm very outgoing, so I don't mind standing out anywhere. So don't really care. It's hard not to. It doesn't matter how you dress, how you look. You know, I got darker skin. I don't look like everyone else. I'm taller. I'm more muscular. Yeah, I probably weigh more. So it's hard not to stand out. So, but it hasn't been necessarily a bad thing. So, because Japanese themselves, they struggle to stand out in their own society. It's a big struggle. My daughter is the opposite to some degree because she's already like a foot taller than all her classmates. So I really want her to be happy being herself, but she's probably might have the opposite problem. She wants to fit in too much. So it just depends on you. You just gotta be very, very comfortable being you. Girls, guys, people are attracted to happiness and confidence. So if you're really depressed, of course, people are gonna be like a little standoffish to talk to you. And in Japan, some people say Japanese are xenophobic. Some people say Japanese are really shy. I would say that's both true. The racist word only applied after the US kind of came. Currently, I'm gonna go pick up my daughter and take her to a clinic. So I have like 10 minutes to talk a little bit. Sorry, it's a little loud, it's cars and stuff. I have like 10 minutes to talk, so I just want to talk about because I've been thinking about this for like a week or two, and people get all discouraged because they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how well Japanese will receive me. Will they date a black guy? Will they date a white guy? Is there jobs? Okay, I don't have a degree. All these questions, I will say though, if you have like a felony or something like that, I just forget about coming here then, because Japan is really tough on if you have previous crimes and stuff like that. But if you have no degree and you have money to get here, you should be fine, no problem. And if you start learning language and you're a funny guy or girl or whatever, and you're very nice, good spirit, because Japanese, they look you right in your eyes and they take you for your word. They're very honest. So if you say something, you better do it. Okay? So if you say like, I'll be here for a year, then you don't, that's a really big deal. Me and the wife have been talking about it for a while, and I don't know, we really want to move next to family. Okay, live in Japan, it really depends on where you're at. If you're in the city side like Tokyo, it's gonna be pretty expensive, but you can move like the Kanagawa or Yokohama, which is slightly farther away. Be a little bit cheaper and a little bit more affordable. It depends on how much you make overall. If you're making about $2,500 a month, you should be good. So if you have a stable job, then you should be okay. Where I live, it's a little bit cheaper to live, but at the same time they pay you less. It all kind of equals out. So besides Tokyo itself, being in the heart of Tokyo, you just got to be making big bucks or it's just not going to go well. Pros and cons about Kobe. Pros, tons of foreigners, so they're not really scared when they see a foreigner. Cons, people here, I don't know, they're a little more pushy. Once you get to know them, they can be very nice, but overall they're I don't know, I guess in American culture it would be translated as rude. Hey, how's it going? So Kobe seems a little more rude compared to Osaka, but these are just comparing two regions I've lived in. After living here for a while, it's peaceful in its own way. Oh yeah, there's no English jobs in Kobe. That's the biggest negative. So no opportunity means no chance. Oh yeah, let me show you. Look around outside a bit. Let's flip this camera. So I'm trying to be as stable as possible. Okay, for example, if you want to live here by yourself in a one-bedroom apartment, a little studio, or even a one-bedroom, it's between 400 and up, basically. It depends on the newness and stuff. If you don't mind cockroaches, you can get it for pretty cheap. But if you want to really new with modern appliances, it's going to cost you a lot more money. And yeah, you have to pay what they call key money. In America, you have to pay deposit last month and all that stuff, but key money is it's kind of like good faith money, and they're going to charge you a lot. I joke, I tell my wife that, I don't mind cockroaches as well. Let's live in a cockroach apartment. But anything to save money, condos are really expensive. The condo we're in now costs about $250,000. So we just sold though, just because we don't want to live in Kobe anymore, so there's no point. So, but anyways, yeah, condos here are relatively more expensive depending on the location. If I went to Ashia, that's where all the rich people are, condos are like 3 times as much. So if you're in the countryside, it's gonna be cheaper always. But that means less opportunity because there's less jobs. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I gotta get my daughter. Check these guys out working hard. They're redoing this whole building. They wrap it first and then they do their thing. All right, guys, until next time.